Good afternoon. My name is David Rickaby, and I'm here to talk to you today about always learning, my philosophy for getting ahead in IT. And today I'm going to do my presentation for my Communications 218 class presentation and my professor John Borio. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Working currently as an online student and want to go through my presentation for you today. IT is always evolving. By that I mean there's always new technology. There's Windows 2012 server out there currently. Windows 10 just released this last week. You're looking at new equipment for networking, for backups. There's a lot of different pieces of equipment and technology that we're always working with. Plus our fellow person or people that we work with in today's market, we have to get along with them. We have to be able to help them and train them and teach them to help us, to help other people. Always learning new tips and tricks. Everything I do is all about learning different ways to do things, or maybe ways that someone doesn't know to make life a little easier, to get something done, or a little trick I can teach a user to make their job easier, simpler, or even more enjoyable. Currently I'm 58 years old, and you might want to ask me, Dave, why would you go back to school? Or why are you taking, learning and getting certifications? What's that all about? What's in it for me? Well, at 58, I'm still learning. I'm no different than any of you. I'm here to advance my career, to make myself better, but my goal is selfish. I want to help me to get better at doing what I'm doing to make me more valuable for everyone around me. So when is it time to stop learning? My answer to that is never. Never stop learning. Always learn something new. Always trying to find something where you can help yourself or help others, but always learn. I got my MCSA Microsoft server about 2 years ago. I went out and got my MCSP, my Microsoft Certified Professional, in Windows 2012, and studied for the test, took the test, actually took some practice tests prior to taking the test, and got some online study material to be able to learn about the different questions. How does Microsoft look at this? And I have worked with Microsoft products for about 17 years now, in that they're similar, but they're always changing and evolving. Well, I like to keep up. So I went out and I studied, and I passed my MCSP, and then right after took the test for the MCSA, which is 2 additional tests, and so I had that done. The next level, and I'm working towards that now, is my MCSE. That's 2 more tests to show that I'm proficient in being able to handle Microsoft Virtual, it's a VDI environment, which is a virtual desktop environment, to be able to serve out, instead of thin clients or computers, you can actually serve out a desktop. It's a virtual desktop, much like the virtual servers out there today. About 2 years ago, I also studied for and passed my Cisco CCNA. There I went out to IT University. I got a Groupon for $99 and studied online to learn about the Cisco CCNA. I have worked with Cisco products for several years, about 7 years now, and have wanted to take the test and go get it, but I've always heard how tough it can be. Well, the clue with Cisco or Microsoft is to study and to learn and to work towards it, to understand it, and then to help by going to school, which is what I did with the IT University, and the great price of $99 helped me to go out and pass my CCNA. It was a great way to learn how to get through the test. It's tough, but it's fair, and it's something that I needed to learn as far as for passing, and also made me more valuable. When we talked about the Microsoft MCSA, the average salary range for a Microsoft certified technician for the MCSA Server 2012, it ranges anywhere from $45,000 to $83,000. The average salary for a Cisco CCNA ranges from $45,000 to $92,000. Those are according to the website statistics published this year. And it's a summary of what's there, but those two together, I think, make me more valuable because I know both of them. I studied and I passed and I have my certificates. Next, I went out and I got my Razor vCenter. So I'm working with virtual servers, and naturally for me, it was a nice transition to go into the vCenter, the virtual world of servers, to be able to show that I know virtual servers as well. Well, that was a 5-day crash course that I went through, and then in the end, had to pass a test showing that I had knowledge of how to create, build, manage, maintain, and ultimately delete servers, to be able to manage the entire system within the virtual center with vCenter and ESX versions. I'm currently working on 4.5 and now 5.5, and soon to be out there for 6. Also currently, as we talked about in the beginning, I'm attending school as a student at the University of Phoenix. My goal is to get my associate's degree in IT this year by December, and then to continue on working towards my associate's. I will get there. This year I'll have my associate's done. I should have it done actually by November, and for me, the associate's degree should help me as well. When you start thinking about how rounded out I am, how many different pieces for any company that's looking at me to say how valuable I am. I know servers, I know networking, I know virtual servers, and I will be a college graduate, at least with an associate's degree this year. So, what about you? Where do you want to go? How do you advance? How do you work on your career? Do you want to advance? If you don't want to advance, you're probably just sitting stagnant, you're happy where you're at, but down the road, you're looking, saying, if you want a promotion, what do you have to do to get it? Well, maybe you don't want it. Well, you're fine doing what you're doing today, but if you want to be able to advance, you have to do something. Change is all about learning, working on things, being able to show that you're advancing your life. Today's job market is very tough. If you looked out, you can't look at a newspaper anymore and see much in it. You look at how the newspaper's market has shrunk up. Well, the IT world has shrunk up as well because you have a lot of global resources that can work on your network, on your servers. Well, I'd like to be valuable no matter where I am to the company I'm at, and that I'm hoping is the same for you. But the job market today is very tough. Have you looked for work lately? The people, your competition, have degrees, they have certifications, all the things that you might want. You want to make life better for you. How do you make life better for you? Well, sometimes it's learning something new or learning how to do better with what you have today. Public speaking for one, currently going through University of IT. I would have never thought 2 years ago I would stand in front of this group, video recording myself and passing this along, putting it up on YouTube, that I would actually do something like that, but here I am today, comfortable doing so. Well, the only way you get comfortable doing that is by doing some of it, and learning how to best present a video. And then the one thing, it's a selfish reason, but more money. I'm always looking to make more money, to make it better for my family, to buy them things, to be able to enjoy trips, doing different things. So those are important to me. I hope they are to you. So keep on learning. How are you keeping up with technology? What are you doing today that's helping you to go forward with technology? Are you moving forward, or are you happy being where you're at today? Most people are looking down the road to say, 1 year down the road, what do I want to do? 3 years down the road, where do I want to be? 5 years down the road, what am I going to be doing? Well, those are important questions to answer, and part of that comes with, if you want to make change and you want to keep moving up, you've got to do something with education. So then challenge yourself. I set for myself a goal to have my associate's degree by the end of this year. 2 years ago, I set a goal to have my MCSA, my Microsoft certification, and my CCNA back in 2013. When I was set to go do that, I worked on those two things, and I got them in the span of 5 weeks. Well, all that is studying, practicing, and taking a test and passing the test. That's what it takes to get them done. It took a lot of applied time and learning from prior knowledge, things that I know a lot of you have, but I put that into practical use and turned them into certifications. So my conclusion, is continuing education. Education is very important. When you're looking around this room and you say, do you have a degree? Do you have certifications in the areas that you're working? Are there areas that you would like to be working in? Can you get certified so you can move into those areas? Do you want to manage people? Maybe you need a degree so that you can move up the ladder and the corporate ladder to be able to manage people. Always learn new skills. I try to learn something new every day. I try to learn something major every month. For me, that's important. What are your goals? What would you like to do? Become more valuable. Become more valuable not only for yourself, but for your family and for your employer, or any employer that's out there looking to hire a new person. Become that person, become that value. And what are you doing today to grow your skills?